Welcome back, guys. Okay, so the example program of the previous section provided little interaction with the users, if any at all. They simply print they simply printed simple values on the screen, but the standard library provides many additional ways to interact with the user via its input-output features. This section will present a short introduction to some of the most useful. C++ uses a convenient abstraction called stream to perform input and output operation in sequential media such as the screen, the keyboard, or a file. A stream is an entity where a program can either insert or extract character from. There is no need to know details about the media associated to the stream or any of its internal association. All we need to know is that streams are a source, destination, and characters, and that these characters are provided accepted sequentially, one after another. The standard library defines a handful of stream objects that can be used to access what are considered the standard source and destination of characters by the environment where the program runs. We are going to see in more details only count and scene, the standard output and input stream, which is cout and scene. Set and clock are also output streams, so they essentially work like cout. Standard output. Once on most program environments, the standard output by default is the screen, and the C++ stream object defined to access it is cout. For formatted output operation, cout is used together with the insertion operator, which is writing as cout here with the insertion operator here. Okay, it is writing as this way, and the insertion operator inserts a data that follows into the stream that proceeds. Okay, so we have been using this cout keyword most of the time to output something on the screen. So what about getting something back into the screen? As getting something in our program, which is input. We have been doing output, and let's talk about input. In most program environments, the standard input by default is the keyboard, and the C++ stream object defined to access it is scene, which is CIN. For formatted input operation, scene is used together with the extraction operator, which is writing as scene. Okay, you see, which is with the extraction operator here, followed by the variable where the extracted data is stored. For example, let's say, okay, for example, now I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to delete this here. So what we need here is that we want the user to be able to input the value of y. So we don't have the value of y here, we only have the value of x here. Let me say x is 30. Okay, and let me just delete this bunch of stuff here. And we don't know the value of y, so we want the user to input value of y. So whatever the user input in our program, we'll use that value for y, and we'll get the remainder of value x and value y. Okay, so now before we output anything, let's get something from the user. Let's get input from the user. So the user will type in the value we will store in the variable y. By doing like this, y. Okay, so now we are saying when the user types in, store that in the variable y. Okay, and after storing it in variable y, we need you to do something. We need you to do results. Okay, results, sorry, is equal to x modulo y. Okay, so before we do that, let's output something to the user. Let me see, enter a number. Okay, so what we did here is that when the program runs, the program will say enter a number. Okay, and the user will enter a number of its choice. Then we'll say result is enter a number okay, let me say enter a number of variable x. Okay, and also we want the user also to type in the variable y, for variable y, a number for variable y. So sin x, sin y. So what are we doing here? Let me remove this here. Come in, let me explain this thing. Okay, just remove this side. I'm gonna remove all this. Okay, now let's remove this. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. This. Okay, so what is the stuff we did here? We initialize variables, then we output something to the user to read. We say enter a number of variable x. So when the user enters the number the user entered here will be stored, which is stored in x. So enter a number of variable y, so what the user types in should be stored in y, which is the same contrary of whatever that is here should be stored in the screen, or should be outputted in the screen. So we say result is equal to x modulo y. So we want the remainder of this x divided by y. So if we run our program now, it's going to ask the user for an input for a number for x and number for y. Okay, see, enter a number of variable x. I'm going to enter 21. Okay, so it's saying enter a number of variable y, and I'm going to enter like 2. Okay, so you say result is 1. So so that is a little bit of uses of input operation or input operators in C++. So see me in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos. and also comment.